Good morning. I'm going to turn off the coffee because I think it's done. We're headed to the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center. It's a rainy day right now, so hopefully it'll clear up after we eat our breakfast and head over there. So after that, not sure what are we doing after that.
We don't know. We're going to see what the weather is. We might drive back to Anchorage.
If it's lousy, we'll see. And luckily we're not in Denali right now because they have shut down the park apparently due to wildfires. So maybe we'll see that on the way back too. Time for breakfast. The Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center is a sanctuary dedicated to preserving Alaska's wildlife through conservation, education, research, and quality animal care.
Morning.
Good morning. It's a 1.5 loop that you guys can do as many times as you like.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoy.
Have a good one.
AWCC takes in injured and orphaned animals year-round and provides them with spacious enclosures and quality animal care. Most of the animals that arrive at AWCC become permanent residents and will always have a home here. There are an estimated 8,000 wolves in Alaska, which is the only state in the U.S. in which wolves have never been included on the endangered species list. Have you ever wondered how animals would react in an earthquake? Well, on November 30, 2018, a 7.1 earthquake hit south central Alaska, causing the resident animals of the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center to display some interesting behaviors. Muskox assumed their protective stance by standing in a circle and looking outward facing the threat. Wolves and coyotes held a joint howling session. Wood bison grouped up and stayed close to one another. Moose fled their shelter, then stood outside looking at it, thinking that their barn may have been the source of the earthquake. The reindeer and caribou ran laps around their pastures.
Must be feeding time, huh?
Elk in Alaska are limited to island habitats with temperate maritime climates. They feed on a variety of plants at different times of the year. During the summer, they favor grasses, willows, and other leafy greens, while in the winter, they munch on branches and twigs.
Well, he's going to come right up to the water if we're lucky.
Black bears are the smallest bears in Alaska. Adult males weigh up to 400 pounds. They are found in heavily forested areas throughout Alaska and are excellent tree climbers. AWCC has 2 adult and an adolescent black bear that will forever have homes there. Adonis was found near a remote village in Alaska with a gunshot wound, and as a result, his left wing required a full amputation. Since he can no longer fly, he is a permanent resident at AWCC. Despite their name, muskox are members of the goat family. Their undercoat is considered to be one of the warmest materials in the world. Grizzly bears are a type of brown bear. They're smaller than coastal brown bears because they do not have as much access to rich fish runs. Reindeer are members of the deer family and are the only member whose female also grow antlers. The females retain their antlers until their calves are born in the spring, and the males drop theirs after the autumn rut or mating season. Wood bison are the largest land animal in the entire Western Hemisphere. A large mature bull will often weigh 2,200 pounds versus the 1,900 pounds of the smaller plains bison. The Sitka black-tailed deer are the friendliest animals at the AWCC. They are a coastal subspecies of the mule deer that is common throughout western North America.
Well, we're back in Anchorage at least for a day, maybe two. Going to do a bike ride tomorrow, hopefully, if the weather's good. We are at the Cabela's in Anchorage, and this really seems to be the only place that you can boondock for free. So we're going to take a little tour around the parking lot so you can see how many rigs are here. Now that's a setup. When we got here, it looked like our little section of the parking lot was just going to be all Class Bs or maybe small Class Cs, but it is definitely filled in with some bigger rigs. And one of the other channels we follow was here last night, and they showed that it was absolutely packed. So we'll see what it looks like in the morning when we get up.